Hello dear students, welcome to your chemistry class. We have studied about significant figures like all meaningful digit along with one doubtful digit or one uncertain digit is considered as significant figures. We have studied certain rules for determining the number of significant figures. Hope you all understand well. Today in this video we will be going to study about the significant figures for the process of addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, and the rounding off. There are different rules for each and every process. So let us go one by one. The first is addition and subtraction. So if there is no complex in that, like you all have studied a simple maths in your lower classes, it is just like that. Only there is a slight change. We will get to that. So like simple, it is 12.11 plus 18.0 plus 1.012. If you will simply add, the answer will come 31.122. As soon as the answer come, you will say in maths this is the answer. But when you have to mention insignificant figures after the addition, so how it will be mentioned? You have to check all the numbers which you have added. So if you will see, and what you have to just check, after the decimal which number is having the least digit. So if you will go with the first number, that is 12.11, so after the decimal it is having two digit, that is 0.11. If you will go with the next number, it is having after the decimal there is one digit, that is 18.0, there is only 0.0. If you will go with the third one, it is having three digit, that is 0.012. So which one is having after the decimal, which one is having the least number? So if you will go, that is the 18.0. So here when you have to mention the answer, you have to see which number is having the least digit after the decimal, and up to that number only you have to mention the answer. So here the answer will be, because after the decimal there we can only take one digit, so the answer will be 31.1. So that is the rule for addition and subtraction. Let us go with the next rule for the multiplication and division. In this, it is also just a simple maths, you have to multiply. But again, there is a slight change in the rule to mention the result. Here you have to find out that the numbers which you are multiplying, which one is having the least significant figures or a few significant figures. So if you will see here, the number is 2.5 and 1.25. So 2.5 is having, yesterday we have studied about the significant figures rules. So here 2.5 all are non-zero digits. So here the significant figures will be, in the first one it is 2. If you will go with the next one, that is 1.25, again all are non-zero digits. So here the significant figure is 3. Which one is having the least significant figure? That is the first one, that is 2.5. So as soon as you have multiplied, the answer has came, that is 3.125. So you can mention here the result which should also having the two significant figures. So here the answer or the result will be 3.1 only, because 2.5 is having two significant figures and you have to mention the number which is having the least significant figures. It means the result should be also mentioned in two significant figures, and the result is 3.1. Hope you all understand. Let us go with the next rule for rounding off the uncertain digits. As we all know, in significant figures, the last digit is uncertain. So there are different rules for mentioning the result. The first rule is for decimals only. If you will consider, or for any other number, if the uncertain digit is more than 5, means the uncertain digits or the doubtful digit is more than 5. So if you will see, the example has been given 3.137. So the doubtful digit is 7 and 7 is greater than 5. If the doubtful digit or the uncertain digit is greater than 5, so simply in the preceding digit you have to add plus 1. So it is 3.13, the preceding digit is 3, so you will add plus 1 in the preceding digit and the result will be 3.14. Let us understand it with the one more example. Suppose the value is 1.128. So if you will see, the doubtful digit is 8. Again, 8 is also greater than 5. So there will be, in the preceding digit, you will add simply 1. So here the value will be 1.13. So this is the first rule when the uncertain digit is more than 5. Let us go with the next rule. If the uncertain digits or the doubtful digit is less than 5, in the first one we have studied that if it is more than 5, and in the next case it is when the digit is less than 5. See an example, that is 3.132, and the doubtful digit or the uncertain digit is 2, and 2 is less than 5. If this condition takes place, then in the preceding digit there will be no change. It means it will be as it is mentioned. So the answer will be 3.13. Hope you all understand. Next is about a different rule. When the number is 5, because in both the rules which we have studied, it is said about when the number is less than 5 and when the number is greater than 5. But if in the case there is in the last, or you can say the uncertain digit is 5, that is example given 3.125, it means the doubtful digit is 5. It is not greater than 5, it is not lesser than 5, it is actually 5. Then what will happen? So in such cases we have to check the preceding digit. The preceding digit here is 2, and 2 is even number. You all know even numbers which can be divided by 2, and the number itself is considered as even number. So in such cases, what you have to do in when the digit is even, which can be divided by 2, that means, so 2 is divided by 2, we all know very well. So in that cases, what is there? There will be no change in the preceding digit. It means the answer should be mentioned 3.12. The next and the last rule is about when the same thing happens, it means the doubtful digit is equal to 5, but if you will see the number that is 3.135, it means the last digit, that is doubtful digit, is again 5. Now you have to see the preceding digit, it is 3, and if you will consider 3 is not an even number because it can't be clearly divided by 2. So in this case, if the number is odd, then there should be addition of 1. So here the preceding digit is 3, it is odd, so you will simply add 1 and the value or the result will be 3.14. So there are the different rules when the uncertain digit is 5. So you have to check the preceding digit is odd or even. Hope you all understand these rules. Next, there is one last question on addition has been given, that these are the numbers and it has been added and the value or the result came, that is 3760.898, and you have to, just after adding, you have to mention the result. If you will in maths, you will say the result is 3760.898. Now we have learned the rules for regarding with the addition and subtraction and even the rounding off. So if you will remember, the addition rule is that we have to see after the decimal which one is having the least number of digits. So the second one, if you will see, that it is having only one digit because the first one is having 2 and the third one is having 3. So when we have to mention the answer, it should be mentioned after the decimal only one digit. Now we have also studied about the rounding off. So in rounding off, we have to see the next number, that is the 9, and 9 is greater than 5, and if the number is greater than 5, so what we will do, we will just simply add 1. So here the value will be coming 3760.9. Hope you all understand well. Go through different examples and try to solve different questions regarding with the significant figures. Till then, take care. Thank you.